Hi everybody, welcome to Live from Lockdown. I'm Champian.fulton and I'm gonna get going here on Facebook also. Welcome YouTube. Welcome Facebook. Hi everybody, I'm Champian.fulton. This is Stephen.fulton and we are live from Lockdown. Good to see everybody. Just having some technology fun today. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July to all my friends here in the U.S. Ah! It literally died.
Facebook
died. I'm sorry. Don't worry, guys. We're going to get going here in just 1 second. Don't worry.
Oh, it's reversed.
I don't know what happened. I heard Mercury is in retrograde. I don't know if you guys can tell me if that's true. But certainly I've been having some technology problems. Hi, Jordan in Taiwan. Oh, it's super cool. Welcome. Nice to see you. Sorry, everybody. We're going to be making it work, I'm sure. Stephen, why don't you tell them what we're going to be doing today?
Today we're going to be celebrating the 4th of July by playing America's jazz music.
Yeah, which is honestly what we do every week.
That's what we do every week.
But that's cool because that's what we like.
That's what we're thinking about today. The fact that jazz is uniquely American music.
Yeah, we're live on Facebook. Okay, I think problem solved. Everybody, welcome back. I have no idea what happened, but we're here, and I'm Champian.fulton, and this is Stephen.fulton, and we are celebrating jazz today and celebrating also here in the United States 4th of July Independence Day weekend by playing some jazz for you guys. So please say hi, tell me where you're watching from. Actually, that's what I was looking for because for whatever reason today I don't see, I'm afraid to touch the screen, but I don't see any comments. Ah, Joyce, thank you.
There's a comment. There's a comment.
Oh, yes, it's working. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Pete. Wow, 46 degrees and still cold in Melbourne.
Wow.
That's right, it's winter. Hi, Avi. Hi, Osman. Hi, Dave. Bernard, so nice to see you guys. I got my fan, which actually I need because it's warm, but it's not as warm as it should be because the air conditioner is still on.
Should I turn it up?
Yes. We don't want the roar to be too loud for you guys. Hi, Zoran. Oh, Avi says there's no sound on YouTube. YouTube, can you guys hear me? Tell me if you can hear me. Hi, Tim in Texas. Must be super hot down there. Hey, Johnny. Oh, Mike and Janie in Nashville. Good to see you guys again. We've missed you. And Lisa in Connecticut. Hi. Yes, Cole Porter is so right. Thanks, Paul. It's super hot. And it is, it must be super hot in Albuquerque, California, Montreal. This is wonderful. Okay. Oh, hi, Ori. Thank you so much. Good to see you. And Ori says that he can hear me. Oh, we have some extra sound coming in. We are having a
Technological day.
It's a technological day, you guys. That's why I have my fan. Hi, Colleen in New Jersey. Oh, Marcus is in Switzerland. That's wonderful. Hi, Sharon. Oh, thank you so much. I tried to be a little bit summary. I have tried not to repeat any outfits on this show, and this is 15 weeks now. And I don't want to say I'm running out, but I'm running out of things that I think look good on the camera.
I should say you are not running out.
No, but I have so many like dark or like black outfits that don't look as good on the camera, so I'm trying to be colorful. Whoa, Tim says it's 102.
Where?
I think Tim's in Texas. Hi, Terry in Chicago. Happy 4th, Roy and Nancy. Good to see you guys. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, everyone can hear me, and we're all set up. And I want to thank the LA Times for listing us as shows to watch this weekend because here in America, a lot of people are out barbecuing, and normally we'd be seeing fireworks. I watched fireworks on TV here in New York, but we really appreciate the LA Times listing us.
You mean the Los Angeles Times?
Yes, the Los Angeles Times.
Wow,
Sorry.
Live from Lockdown goes all the way to there?
Yes, Live from Lockdown goes all the way everywhere. even into space.
Oh, this interwebs.
Interwebs. I
Yeah.
really wish that the astronauts would be watching us. Oh, hi, Bill. Nice to see you again. I see Bill from Brockport up there on YouTube. So that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to play some music for you guys today, talk to you, and please share the video. And you guys are the reason we've had such great numbers, even though like the weather here in the East Coast is so beautiful, and I know a lot of people are outside barbecuing and swimming and doing things like that. So we're so happy that y'all are still joining us online every Sunday at 5 o'clock. Hi, Richard in Vancouver. And we're going to get started by playing some music that was made popular by one of my favorite bands, Count Basie Band. And this was originally sung by Jimmy Rushing, who I feel a big kinship with because Jimmy is also from Oklahoma like me. He's from Oklahoma City, and I'm from Norman, and this is You Can Depend on Me, with a super famous tenor solo by
Lester Young.
Yes. Are you going to play it?
No.
No, I only know parts of it.
I should play.
Oh,
No.
Steve,
I'll play my own song.
Dave says you look good. Red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
This is also red, white, and blue, but Steven says the skirt looks black. So, but it's not, it's blue. I don't know. Okay, here we're going to play our song? Okay. Although you say we're through, I will always love you. You can depend on me. Though someone you've met has made you forget, you know you can depend on me. I wish you success, loads of happiness. Although I may confess I'll be lonely, and if you ever need a friend, I'll be yours till the end. You can depend on me. Although you need a friend, I'll be yours till the end. You know you can depend on me. Though someone you've met has made you forget, mess. Although I may confess, I'll be lonely. And if you ever need a friend, I'll be yours to the end. You can depend on me. Though someone you've met has made you forget, you know you can depend on me. Thank you guys so much. So many nice people on there today. Hi. We have missed you all. I've missed seeing you guys. Best part of my week is coming here and being with you guys virtually, digitally, here on Live from Lockdown. And that was You Can Depend on Me.
You know, playing that song makes me remember the time, more than once actually, that we played in the Jimmy Rushing house.
Yeah, this is true.
Where the family lived in Oklahoma City, down on 2nd Street.
Yeah, they were from Deep Deuce, and they lived sort
Oklahoma
of
City.
catty corner to the famous Slaughter Hall.
Slaughter Hall, yeah.
Catty corner to Slaughter Hall. And Jimmy Rushing's family actually ran like a drugstore, like a pharmacy, soda fountain, and
they lived upstairs.
They lived above the store, and it's still there. It's a brick building there, and it's is it like called the Deep Deuce Cafe?
A friend of ours bought it and turned it into a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
The downstairs.
So it's people are asking what the theme is today, and the theme really is just jazz as America's art form. That's what I'm going to let Stephen tell you guys about that. That phrase comes from Billy Taylor.
Yeah, Billy Taylor educated me way back when I was a little wee lad, late 70s, and when I knew Billy Taylor and hung out with him a little bit in Oklahoma, strangely enough, for a long weekend one time. And Billy was, Dr. Billy Taylor, as he goes by now, he was a great jazz historian and great activist for jazz, and he was very, in those days, repeating the phrase a lot, jazz is America's art form gift to the world.
I like that.
And that resonated to me as I was getting into the music and learning and studying it and listening to it a lot and seeking out jazz musicians to be around like him. And so for ever since then, I always use that term as well, because jazz is America's music, and it was America's art form gift to the world.
Yes, this is true. And I'm certainly want to be a part of that, and that's why we're doing this show. I mean, we have a list of tunes that we're going to play today, but Simon just asked for Lover Come Back to Me, and that seems actually like a really nice idea.
Yeah.
And we haven't done that in a long time. When I remember every little thing you used to do, I grow lonely. Every road I walked along with you. No wonder I am lonely. The sky was blue and high above. The moon was new and so was love. And the shaking heart of mine was saying, lover, where can you be? You came at last, love had its day. That day has passed, you've gone away. Now this aching heart of mine is saying, lover, come back to me. When I remember every little thing you used to do, I grow lonely. much. Thank you. Joel Fromm is on there. Joel, I wish you were here playing with us too. I really miss playing with like a band or other musicians. I miss seeing live music. I have some really crazy news because I haven't played a live gig in real life, IRL gig, since March 13th. But we just scheduled a gig at Shanghai Jazz in Madison, New Jersey on Saturday, July 25th. Now it's outside, so it's dependent on it not raining. But we're really excited, and it's going to be with the whole quartet. That's me and Steven and Fuku and Hide. And so I'm going to put that up on the website later. But if you guys are in New Jersey, please come. And it's going to be smaller, I guess. It's in the parking lot.
Oh, out in the back.
It's out back, if you've been there before. And their tables are socially distanced. And I expect also to be socially distanced from the band. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Joel, I was thinking as we were playing that song that I think when I played with you in Connecticut, that we played "Lover Come Back to Me." And I was trying to figure, were those gigs with you and me and Omer Avital on bass in 2006 or 7?
Long time. Ancient history.
Really long time ago.
Were y'all both in high school at the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were both super young. John Ants, Brian, you guys should totally come down. A lot of you were asking, we have some new listeners on here today, and this is my father and our producer, and the woman that you see in the comments, she's smiling at me. That's my mom. So Susan Fulton is my mom. This is a family production. So that was something fast. Maybe we should play something less fast.
How about a little Louis Armstrong?
Yes, so of course, July 4th was the day that Louis Armstrong celebrated his birthday. I know now a lot of people say there's a birth certificate and it says August 4th, but I choose to recognize Louis on the day
that he did.
That he recognized himself. So does KCR. They played their special
July 4th
this year. So happy birthday, Louis Armstrong. We're going to play some tunes now, thinking of him. And I always think of Kiss to Build a Dream On, so I'm going to sing.
Don't we have a picture of Louis?
I do. So I don't know if you're on YouTube, you can see I have my giant William Claxton Jazz Life book here. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Avi bought this for me. Thank you, Avi. And I'm not kidding, it's really big. But I pulled out some photos to show you guys of different people. This is a really nice, I like this photo of Louis singing. I don't know if I can even lift it. You guys can see Louis Armstrong there. These are all photos by William Claxton. And it's a totally great book. We have some other photos of him too. That's the one I was going to show you. And I have some Ellington pictures in here we're going to use. But it's a lot to pick up and put down. Give me a kiss to build a dream on, and my imagination will thrive upon that kiss. Sweetheart, I ask for only this, a kiss to build a dream on. Give me one kiss before you leave me, and my imagination will feed my hungry heart. Give me one kiss before we part, a kiss to build a dream on. When I'm alone with my fancies, I'll be with you, dreaming, weaving romances, making believe that they're true. Give me one kiss before you leave me, and my imagination will thrive upon that kiss. Sweetheart, I ask for only this, a kiss to build a dream on. Yeah. that they're true. Give me one kiss before you leave me, and my imagination will feed my hungry heart. Give me one kiss before we part, a kiss to build a dream on. Give me one kiss. Give me one kiss. Give me a kiss to build a dream on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, hi Jackie and Gary. Good to see you guys. Christopher, so many people commented during that song. It went by really fast. I've gotten a little bit better with reading comments while I'm playing, but it makes me mess up the words because I hear the comment in my head, and then I forget what I'm saying. Oh, hi, Lenice, my friend Michael Grimaldi. Oh, hi, Michael. Nice to see you down there in Jersey.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we did the Erroll Garner show last week, and honestly, it put me into such an Erroll Garner obsession that there's still a lot of Erroll Garner happening. And it's just been great to play, I was reading YouTube there. It's been great to sort of play these tunes and of course to listen to Erroll Garner and to listen to a lot of Louis Armstrong, which I've been listening to a lot this weekend. Because I think, there's so many scholars and they can say so many important things about how Louis Armstrong changed the face of popular music forever and was such an innovator, and this is true. But for me, also, it just really makes me happy, and this music makes me feel good, and I like it, and that's why I listen to it. Is that lame?
It's good. I think that's what Louis was trying to do.
I think Louis was trying to make people happy and make them feel good. And I've gotten so many nice messages from a lot of you who say you've been listening to more Louis Armstrong. Maybe you haven't listened to him before, or you're listening to him more, and I think that's a wonderful thing. So if I've inspired you guys to go check out Louis Armstrong, that's great. There's so much available if you're on any kind of streaming digital site. I use Spotify. Spotify's horrible for artists and musicians, I know that. I buy a lot of CDs also, but I use Spotify. Dave is asking, did Louis Armstrong play with Erroll Garner? And I'm going to say not to my knowledge. You?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Erroll would have been about 20 years, a little more than 20 years younger than Louis Armstrong. That doesn't mean they couldn't have played together, but I think of Louis like with Earl Hines. Of course, there's a record with Duke Ellington. Joel is asking, Stephen, did you ever see Louis Armstrong live?
No.
This is a horrible
It's
story.
a horrible story. I went to college in 1972.
Don't give away your age.
Yeah, really. And I was so stupid and so immature. I didn't understand about a lot of things. And actually, while I was at college in 1974
In Norman,
Oklahoma,
where we're from.
Louis came and played at our football halftime. And stupid me, I didn't get to go to it. And I was taking trumpet lessons in the music department at the time and everything. It was my perhaps worst faux pas of my life.
So he literally was in town and like down the street from you.
Yeah.
In a kind of a small town.
I think it was 74. It might have been 72. It was 74, I think.
And we have a friend, I don't think he's watched the show, but our friend Jim Klein.
He was there.
He went, and he waited in line to get an autograph from Louis. And when I was younger, he would like sometimes bring it over to the house, like we'd all look at it, like, oh, Louis Armstrong signed it. Remember?
Yeah, right.
And it was at LP, or no, it was the concert program, Hamburg Hall.
Probably, yeah.
And Louis had signed it in green Sharpie because supposedly at that time he loved green Sharpies. I don't know if that's true. Martha Anderson Roberts is saying that her dad played drums for Louis Armstrong in New Orleans. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry you missed him.
Me too.
I saw his toilet.
Our producer, my mom, just said that she saw his bathroom, I will say. We visited the Louis Armstrong Museum a few times. And the first time we visited, it wasn't a museum yet, and so we could.
It was just a house.
We went there with Clark Terry at the time we were visiting Clark, and Jimmy Heath was there. Oh, Bob says, I'm sorry you couldn't have seen Lewis in 74 as he died in 71. But it could have been...
It might have been 71 or 72.
But if he died in 70.
But I was at the university.
Oh, Jim is here. Thank you. Yeah, Erroll never played with Lewis. That's what I thought, but Jim is the premier Erroll Garner scholar in the whole world, so he knows for sure. Well, I definitely didn't see Louis Armstrong.
No, I didn't either.
I mean, I couldn't have.
I could have then, but...
But thank you, Bob, for that, and
Maybe
thank you,
feel
Jim. But our friend
Jim Klein.
Jim Klein definitely went. I don't remember when it was. But let's play. I was saying that people were pointing out Oscar Peterson played with Louis Armstrong. That's true.
Sure.
And Ellington, and I would like to play some Ellington for you guys. And I have to read Vincent's comment first. It's kind of funny. He says, I left my cell phone in the car for a Brubeck concert and missed 5 calls to come backstage. That's very sad.
Wow.
That's a sad story. And he puts the little sad emoji.
That is sad.
I'd like to sing an Ellington song for you guys, if that's... This is a song I used to sing a lot in Oklahoma. And in fact, it sort of slipped out of the book. I don't know why. But this is... Oh, Jim Duran's on the Louis Armstrong trivia now. He says he played Oklahoma City in 1967.
Oh, really? In Oklahoma City?
Mm-hmm.
At the... Maybe
at the Civic Center?
At the Convention Center or
Convention
something.
Center. But this is Sophisticated Lady. They say into your life romance came, and in this heart of yours burned a flame that flickered and died one day away. And then with disillusion deep in your eyes, you learn that fools in love soon grow wise. The years have changed you somehow. I see you now. Smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. Nonchalant, diamonds shining, dancing, dining with some man in a restaurant. Is that all you really want? Oh no. Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody is nigh, Smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. Nonchalant, diamonds shining, dancing, dining with some man in a restaurant. Is that all you really want? Sophisticated, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody is nigh, you cry. That was fun. It really brought back. Thank you. Hi, Fafino. Nice to see you. Philip from Jazz Keller and Brenda. Hi, good. Hi, guys. Nice to see you guys. That really brought back a lot of memories of doing that in Makers. And I don't know.
High
thank
school.
you, Gilead. So that Makers was this club I played at in Bricktown, Oklahoma City, when I was in high school and just in college. And I don't know. Some of you may have been there before. I know some of you been watching me for a long time, and we would play that song in there, which is like a ballad, and it's soft and it's like romantic. And on a weekend in that cigar lounge, it would just be like noise like you wouldn't believe, and like screaming and like glasses breaking, and we would play Sophisticated Lady.
You'd play that, and we would be also disappointed because there's so much noise. Then when you would be finished, the whole place would roar and applaud.
Yeah, this is true. Makers was a wonderful audience and a great, but they wanted to party, and they would listen, and they would also party.
Show a picture of Duke
Hi,
Ellington.
Robert. Ellington. Okay, let me get this book down. Somebody said it's bigger than the Bible, and it is. And I think this is volume 1. I think there might be another volume. I'm sorry, the piano is getting played. I opened to totally awesome photo of Philly Joe. That's not what we're doing. So this is a really cool picture I love because it's Ellington with Jimmy rushing, which is kind of rare. And the Post-it is from where I've marked it, so the Post-it's not part of the book. Okay, here we go. There we go. Can you see? That's Duke Ellington. Jimmy rushing's kind of in the crease of the book. I'm going to show you another better photo that's kind of more famous of Ellington.
Many would argue that Duke Ellington is one of the foremost composers of America's music.
Yes, this is a famous photo. You guys will recognize this. So that, in case you can't tell, is he's at an upright piano, clearly like rehearsal, or maybe a rehearsal, probably not a sound check. And this is the piano there, and he's got his hat, and he's looking over the piano. And I love this expression on his face because this is the expression I have in most rehearsals. And it's like, are you guys serious?
Yeah.
Here, check it out. I'm going to bring it closer. I need more upper body strength. Okay.
What's the glare up there?
There's Ellington's face, and I love that expression. There's one more picture. In case you guys can't tell, I love jazz books and jazz photos. And this is from my library. This is a photo of him with his saxophone section. Stephen wanted to mention that his saxophone section... Go ahead, Stephen.
His saxophone section stayed together with him, all together in that band for
That's
well
him.
over 30 years.
So Ellington is the one pointing, and this is a recording studio. And yeah, he's talking to the saxophone section, which was with him for more than 30 years, like Stephen just said. And I don't know if that's a very long time to be in a band, really. I would say.
Any band.
To be in any band, and to be traveling the world, and like basically that becomes that's like your family, 30 years. And I think It's something really amazing. I've been writing these blogs where I talk about my previous recordings, and it's kind of amazing to me that Fuku and I, and Hide also, have been playing together now 15 years.
Easily.
Which is half of the Duke Ellington saxophone section, but 15 years, kind of a long time. But I'm not that old, so let me just get my fan out here for a second. Anyway, we're going to play another Ellington tune. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I see some people saying to remind about the tipping and the donations. So these live from lockdown shows are my weekly gig now. All of my IRL in real life gigs are postponed and canceled, or not, I don't want to say canceled, but postponed. So I love being able to be here with you guys, and your donations and your support have been fantastic. You can tip via PayPal or Venmo or Zelle, and all those links are in the text box. I appreciate it every week, and my mother says she's going to comment and send them in the comments. Arnie says, how did they do it? I don't know, because let me tell you, you really get to know people. You really get to know your band members very well. And like family, sometimes you don't like them that much. You ride around in the van and you're just like, I can't take it anymore. But I miss that. And I was thinking, the funny is I was singing Sophisticated Lady in the bridge, diamonds shining, dancing, dining with some man in a restaurant. Is that all you really want? And I was thinking like, yeah, I'd like to go to a restaurant with some diamonds shining and dancing and dining. That'd be great. Actually, it's been a long time. Anyway, I'm being silly, but we're going to play one of my favorite songs. Actually, I absolutely love this song. Take the A Train. Your tempo, Stephen. very much. Thank you guys. We used to play it. I liked it when we played it like real. It works also really slow. Remember?
Yeah. As played by
the name that Gene Harris.
Gene Harris.
Gene Harris has this great version on Solar. It's a Ray Brown record, actually, and it's SOULAR, like Solar, and they play a really great.
What is this?
That's like when I used to go down on Canal Street and buy a Rolex.
Yeah.
Because it was ROLLEX. No, because it's not like the words.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love Gene Harris. But Stephen, you wanted to play. You haven't played a lot of. You haven't played a lot of instrumentals today. You want to do another one?
Sure, whatever you want to play.
Well, you kind of really wanted to play Blue Moon.
Okay.
Wow, you just like Blue Moon.
I like Blue Moon.
It's not part of the Duke Ellington theme or the Louis Armstrong thing. It's just part of Stephen likes Blue Moon, and he'd like to play it.
Because I like it in that movie.
What movie?
Selena.
Oh, the Los Niños. Her father.
Yeah.
Her father sings Blue Moon in his band, and she sings it when she's a little girl. Selena.
Selena.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. So Blue Moon. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
out to Jennifer Lopez.
For playing Selena in the movie. It's a very roundabout way
Yes.
of getting to it. My favorite version of Blue Moon.
Which is the reason I watched the movie.
That was an older movie. It's actually a very good movie. I
Yeah,
mean, about
great. I love
Selena. The music is really good. But my favorite version of Blue Moon is maybe a little more traditional than yours. It's the Freddie Hubbard.
Oh, yeah, I like that special.
Other trumpet players don't like to hear about how much I like Freddie Hubbard. That's true.
Freddie, the Art Blakey band did a great version. Also, Clark Terry played it all the time. He loved it.
That's
as well.
true. But Clark didn't play it as a ballad.
No. It's kind of like we did it.
Freddie plays it on a record called Three Blind Mice, which is a
Blakey.
Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Thank you. And it's really pretty. It's there's not a lot of arrangement to it, but I think it's cedar.
Yeah, it has an arrangement.
Kind of. But it mostly just features Freddie.
And the harmonies, Cedar plays.
Cedar plays some really beautiful reharms. Hi, Bill and Marion. Nice to see you guys. I saw a couple questions in there while we were playing, and honestly, I don't remember what they were. Oh, Malcolm asks if we play. I can't see what that says. I'm sorry. My phone is very strange today. If we played an Ellington song. Thank you guys so much for all these comments and everything. It's great, and I know you guys are sharing the video, and I appreciate it because the more shares we get, the more people watch. That's great. My mother's pointing out that I'm a Yamaha artist. This is true. It's my Yamaha piano. I had it tuned last week. Very exciting. Yeah, Malcolm. Oh, Malcolm is saying the record, The Hub of Hubbard. That's where he plays. Isn't it?
Things we did last summer.
Isn't that a Hub of Hubbard?
I think so.
With Lewis Hayes, and that's not Cedar. That's
Roland Hannah.
Roland Hannah. And Richard
Sir
Davis.
Roland
Sir
Hannah.
Roland Hannah. I love that. I love Freddie Hubbard. I listen to a lot of Freddie Hubbard. I love trumpet players. It's your fault.
Yes, it is.
But I do. Oh, I want to show you. Oh, no, I don't play there. Malcolm's asking again. I don't play Reflections in D. I should, actually.
Also titled something else.
What's the other title?
Isn't that the one that Cedar has two names for?
Well, Reflections in D is by Ellington.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that Cedar Walton one. Sorry. My mistake.
But also that Cedar Walton. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I was going to show you guys something cool. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. I'm on the cover of Jersey Jazz this month. And there's 3 of me. I just thought it was cool. I just wanted to share it with you guys. So it's a really nice article, and I really appreciate them featuring me. We did a show for them a few weeks ago.
We did an online show for them.
Yes, an online show. And I hope that they're going to be doing
But
more
we've
of
played a
those.
lot for them over the years.
But I think it's really great. I think it's a really great graphic design. If you're a member, you guys got the magazine, and I'm going to be putting it up online. But the photos and the article are really nice. I wanted to thank them for the exposure. What are we going to play, Stephen? I was going to sing something maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're talking about the history of jazz, and how can we talk about the history of jazz and not talk about Coleman Hawkins' famous solo on Body and Soul. For all I know I have a lot of vocalist friends watching, and if you want to learn the solo with words, Eddie Jefferson wrote great words to Coleman Hawkins' famous Body and Soul solo.
Are you doing that version?
Which was released in...
Eddie Jefferson?
What year was it released in, Stephen?
41, I think.
No,
Right?
39.
39. I don't know.
We're all over at this place today with facts. 3 champions are better than 1. You guys are funny. I don't think I remember it all. My heart is sad and lonely. For you I cry, for you, dear, only. I tell you, I mean it. I am all for you, body and soul. I spend my days in long Why haven't you seen it? I'm all for you, body and soul. I can't believe it. It's hard to conceive it that you would turn away. Are you pretending? It looks like unless I can have one more chance to dear my life. I hail your making. You know I'm yours, just for the taking. I would gladly surrender myself to you, body and soul. I can't believe it. It's hard to conceive it that you would turn away romance. Are you pretending? It looks like the ending unless I can have one more chance to prove, dear, my life a hell you're making. You know I'm yours, just for the taking. I tell you I mean it. I'm all for you, body and soul.
Beautiful.
Don't you know
Beautiful.
he was the king of saxophone?
Yes, indeed,
Yes,
he
indeed,
was.
he was.
Yeah.
Talking about my friend that made it sound so good. That's the Eddie Jefferson part. I used to know the whole thing. I probably could do the whole thing.
In high school, you used to sing the
I could
whole
probably do
Eddie
the whole
Jefferson
thing.
part.
Eddie Jefferson, in case you don't know, was a vocalist who put words to famous jazz solos and famous jazz songs. Most famously, maybe Coleman Hawkins' Body and Soul. He also did the famous James Moody solo on I'm in the Mood for Love. There I go, there I go, there I go, there I go. And also the Miles Davis So What solo is also pretty
That's a good theme for one of our shows.
famous. Eddie Jefferson?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good theme for one of them because all the work is for me.
Yes.
Actually, that would be fun. I would love to do that. I love Eddie Jefferson. Super rhythmic and super swinging. So we're going to do a couple more tunes just because I feel like it. Why not? And I have an idea. I've been watching a lot of TV and a lot of movies because we're here at home. And I heard this in the background of a film that I saw this week starring, what's the guy's name in Counterpart?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. And it's a great song, and I've just never thought of singing it before, and we'd like to do it. Oh, yeah, Mike Bonds is saying also famous for Benny's from Heaven, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, there's Parker's Mood also. There's so many. I would love to do an Eddie Jefferson show, but that is actually going to take
A lot of work.
weeks to learn all those words. Anyway, I'd like to sing this song for you guys. This is something new that I just learned this week, and it is I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. Very long title. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. And my heart, I have but one desire. And that one desire is you. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. With your admission that you feel the same, I have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. I don't want to start the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. admission that you feel the same. I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. I just want to start a flame in your heart. Thank you very much. Thank you guys.
Famous American singing group made that popular.
The Ink Spots.
The original Ink Spots.
The original Ink Spots. Also, wasn't there a lot of country versions?
Yeah. Very popular.
I just liked it. I thought it was a nice song and my kind of sentiment, you guys know. Anything that starts out with the chords 1, 4, 3, 6.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Too much information.
Yeah, it's true. The only thing missing is a 3 dominant.
Yes.
There weren't any 3 dominants. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today. We are going to do maybe a couple more. Anything you really wanted to do that we didn't do?
No, whatever we...
I never want to say goodbye to you guys. You're the best. I know some people are saying if you're enjoying the music, feel free to tip and donate and help sponsor this show. You can do that through PayPal or Venmo or Zelle. All those links are there, and I appreciate it so much every week. I appreciate everyone who contributes. I appreciate everyone who watches and shares and comments, and I get so many nice messages throughout the week from you guys. So it's wonderful that we've been able to sort of create this little jazz community online during this time.
So the donations are accepted, but not expected.
Exactly. And very much appreciated. And thanks again to the LA Times for listing us in their schedule this week. And we have a lot of ideas for a theme. I was hoping next week, actually, that we might do a theme about Lou Donaldson.
Oh.
I thought we could do some songs about Lou, and I know Lou really well, and we could talk about that and show some photos. That'd be fun.
Yeah, good
So
idea.
next week, next Sunday, celebrating Lou Donaldson. Thank you guys so much. We're going to do our little theme song here and say goodbye, but thanks again for tuning in and watching. I think after we got started, our technology problems seemed to resolve themselves. Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, so the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining. Try to find the sunny side of life. Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining, make it shine for you. Of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining. Try to find the sunny side of life. Try to find the sunny side of life. Try to find the sunny side of life. Thank you guys so much. Please let us know where you're listening from. Share the video. Have a wonderful week. Listen to some of America's jazz music this week. It'll make you feel good, make you happy, make you healthy. Wash your hands. Tune in next week for a little bit of Lou Donaldson. And see you guys later. Happy Independence Day, America. Bye. Thank you guys so much for joining us on YouTube. We'll see you next time. Bye.